Alright, welcome back to 2 Hours in a Trench Coat. I'm MinHearts3, and today we are back in Dragon Age Origins. So in our last episode, we traveled to the Anvil of the Void, and we found not only Bronca, but Caridin as well, both who are Paragons. So Bronca we met at the beginning of the Anvil of the Void. She trapped us in the Anvil of the Void and made us go through the traps in order to reach the Anvil of the Void. It's kind of confusing because there's no name for the ancient smithy of Caridin, but the location's called Anvil of the Void, and the object that we're trying to acquire is called the Anvil of the Void. Anywho, you either solve that one of three ways, actually. You either sided with Caridin and you destroyed the anvil, in which Caridin commits suicide because he's been alive for so long and he really doesn't need to be alive anymore if the anvil of the void's been destroyed. Or you sided with Bronca, and Bronca's still alive, staring at the anvil of the void, probably still, who knows. And then you either convinced her that what she was doing was wrong, kind of pushed the, hey, you kind of betrayed your house type of thing. You kind of had them be turned into brood mothers, and that's really bad. And which she destroys the Anvil of the Void and also commits suicide. Either way, you're sitting in one of three lanes at the moment. Now we have the task of crowning a king. So I have been working towards siding with Harrowmont, but you could pick either or. It doesn't matter who you sided with, it just affects the rewards that you get at the end. It also affects the ending of the game, so we're kind of building towards this final battle, and in keeping Bronca or destroying the Anvil of the Void affects how the ending of the game plays out and who will actually be there for you when you get to the final battle. So keep that in mind as you're going through this as well. I hope that kind of makes sense. I was kind of bouncing off the walls for a second. I'm pretty sure I got everything. Pretty sure I noted everything. So, in this episode, we're crowning a king, and I'm going to be showing all of the sides. I have everything set in order, and we're just gonna do it. Yes, we're gonna finally be done with Orzammar. Gather your party and venture forth? Yes, please. Oh wait, should I talk to Ogren? Ogren, friend, please.
Let's get back to Orzammar as quickly as we can.
To the assembly, they need to know as soon as possible.
Yeah, those
Oh, took his
dishers
hat
have been
off.
trying to destroy the city for years. Haven't managed yet.
There's nothing stopping them now. Wasn't stopping them before either. Oh, okay, so we can just travel straight there. Do I have to go all the way to the Diamond Quarter? Can't we just fast travel there? Please? There we go.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
We should let the Warden speak. What news do you bring?
I bring a crown forged by Caridin on the Anvil of the Void.
Caridin was trapped in the body of a golem. This warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void. Before he died, Caridin forged a crown for Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
And we are supposed to trust this? The word of a drunken sot and a Grey Warden known to be in Harrowmont's pocket?
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Hortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Caridin choose?
So in this point, it comes to like the two branching paths. We can either side with Balin or we can side with Harrowmont. So we're gonna side with. I'm gonna show both. But first, Having worked for Harriman, the utter betrayal, Caridin chose Balin.
You leave me speechless, Warden. But I salute your wisdom, late though it may have come.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
Do you acknowledge me as king?
I cannot defy a paragon. The throne is yours, King Balin.
Then as my first act as king, I call for this man's execution. Guards, seize him!
Harriman was an honorable rival. Let him retire in peace. I mean retire, not die, but retire.
You know better than anyone the war facing us, Warden. Orzammar cannot afford to be divided. Anyone undermining my reign is serving only the Darkspawn. I will return to my palace to gather my generals and prepare our forces for the surface. I will see you there, Warden. You have my gratitude for all you have done for me.
In which he executes Lord Harriman and is done with it.
You have proven yourself and more, Warden. Without your aid, I would not have taken this throne so smoothly or so soon.
Congratulations! Bravo! Now where are my troops?
My generals are already preparing for a mission to the surface. When you have need of us, you shall have every able-bodied dwarf in Orzammar. Since you did more than I expected, I offer a personal reward as well. This was a mall favored by my brother Trian. Take it with you, as a reminder of your ties to Orzammar. Now, I have much to do. If there is nothing else...
In which he gives us Trian's Mall. If we had helped him out more so our support for him was high enough, he would have given us the Alducan Mace. So, I will return to the surface. Thank you for your aid.
Good luck, Warden. May we both crush our enemies.
Okay, so that ends that. That's one way to deal with it. Or we can say that Caridin chose Harriman.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Warden. You have acted with grace through this entire torturous process.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
I will not abide by this!
The ancestors have spoken.
Stand down, Balin. You've lost.
Would you let a surfacer decide the fate of the dwarves?
Watch out! They brought weapons!
Guards!
We must not
I brought
exhaust our
weapons
supplies.
too, in which you have to fight Balin.
Have you no concern for your own existence?
Very well, as you say.
Oh my gosh, Shale.
It shall be done. I shall do it. It shall be done. Very well, as you say. I shall do it. Very well. It is begun. Very well. I will not allow it.
No more!
I shall do it. It shall be done. As you say, it is begun. I shall do it.
I admit I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a paragon. nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control.
I have faith in you, King Haramont.
Indeed, more than anyone but my wife, Warden, and I thank you for it. Those loyal to the throne will begin preparations for a surface mission immediately. Orzammar will fulfill its treaties. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion.
And I must return to my duties on the surface.
This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's second. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you luck against the Blight Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Your role in this election will long
In
be
which we get Haramont's staff if our support is 5 or above. It's supposed to give us Endrin's mace. It was also supposed to give us Endrin's mace, but that's bugged, so that's not going to happen. Either way, the opponent is always killed, no matter what. So if Balin becomes king, Haramont gets executed. If Haramont becomes king, Balin tries to take the throne by force and is killed. By everyone who supports Haramont, really. We can loot all of these guys. Frozen lightning. Okay. It's funny, all these guys have mage staffs, but dwarves can't be mages, so that's interesting. Nice vaulted chamber. Wow. Very nice. Okay, with that, we are officially done. Absolutely done. Yay! But there's still the matter if we sided with Branka. So there's two different sides when siding with Branka. There's Branka and the Anvil and the Void are still around, or the Branka is dead and the Anvil of the Void was destroyed. Oh, if the Anvil was destroyed, but you still sided with Branka, it's the same as siding with Caridin. So now we're going to jump to the other side where we sided with Branka and she's actually still alive.
You have proven yourself and more, Warden. Without your aid, I would not have taken this throne so smoothly or so soon.
The throne belongs with House Iduken.
As all in Orzammar now see. I have already sent a mission to Branka. I'm certain by the time you call for us, I can send you a vanguard of golems for your army. Since you did more than I expected, I offer a personal reward as well. This was a maul favored by my brother Trian. Take it with you, as a reminder of your ties to Orzammar. Now, I have much to do. If there is nothing else...
Then I'll return to the surface. Thank you for your aid.
Good luck, Warden. May we both crush our enemies.
In which he sends a missive. Oh my gosh. He sends a missive to Branka, so we should get golems by the end of this.
I admit I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a paragon, nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control.
Show them you are a strong king, and they will follow you.
I prefer to be known as a just and compassionate king. Strong too often comes to mean tyrannical, but I will not leave this uprising unpunished. More than for my crown, I thank you for aiding Branka's recovery of our greatest treasure. With the anvil in our hands, I need risk no dwarven lives to counter this blight. I will send Branka whatever she needs to forge a golem army. When you face the archdemon, Warden, it will be with stone giants at your back, not mere men. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion.
And I must return to my duties on the surface.
This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's second. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you luck against the Blight Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Your role in this election will long be...
Okay, so... siding with Haramont, I forgot to say earlier, Balin always attacks, obviously, but if you supported Haramont mostly, so if it reached like +6, then there should only be a small group. And then it kind of dwindles from there. So +3 is just a sizable group, and then 0 support only reached means everyone, almost everyone in the room is hostile. So just watch out for that. I'm going to revert because I actually want to keep Shale alive, 1, and 2, I siding with Harriman. Also, I'm not siding with Bronca because I know people would willingly volunteer to become golems in order to protect their home, but at the same time, seeing it as an outward perspective of someone who's actually seen the Anvil of the Void and has spoken to Paragon Carradine, I can see this being abused by people who actually don't care about the consequences or don't care about the lives that are at stake when using the Anvil of the Void. Because it's not like you yourself is being put on the anvil, you're using other people's lives. And it's easy to just be like, well, it's just soldiers, and you're turning into golems, and that's fine because they're already fighting and whatnot. But like, no, what if it turns into another situation where they no longer want people to be put on the anvil to be turned into golems, and then they just force people to be turned into golems nonetheless? So that's my stating with it. And then siding with Harriman. It's really interesting to go through this through being Dwarven royal origins, because it gives you a different perspective on Harriman and Balin and the whole power struggle through Orzammar. So during the Dwarven royal nobility origins, you yourself is the middle child that was accused with Trian's murder and is sent away. That's you. It gives you a whole new outlook on who to choose as king and why you don't choose a certain person as king. And that's really just what it is. And since I've played the Dwarven Noble Origins, it's still difficult because... Oh, that's Orta. I was like, who is that? It's still difficult because if you want Orzammar to kind of turn out a certain way, then you need to side with a certain person. Like, Balin's all for a free, open door Orzammar, and Harriman's more conservative, so he doesn't open the gates to Orzammar like Balin would. And that's kind of it, but then if you don't care, it's just whatever. It just boils down to who you prefer most of all.
Grey Warden, you have impressed the best of us.
Oh, okay. So in this, the conclusion, Ogren becomes a permanent party member, and we can talk to Gardal, the guy from the Legion of the Dead. Yay.
If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you. The rest, impressive, but the Legion is grateful most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
So in this, we can ask him to fight at our side during the Blight. Can I count on you to fight the Blight at my side?
Nay, our place is down here. When you break the Blight, and you've got the skill, we'll make sure they have nowhere to retreat. You'll have us indirectly. That's more than any surfacer can say.
We need you topside. Show the world your skill.
You alone have the skill to back up your words. Each of the Legion owes our homeland a death, but if our lives are better shed on the surface, so be it. Back to Orzammar when we win, though. I'll not stay topside to lose my stone sense.
Doing that, we can persuade him to help us during the final fight. So we'll have the Legion and the regular dwarves, well, not regular dwarves, the warrior cast dwarves, to help us. So yeah, Ogren, you have anything to say?
There you are. Wanted to talk to you.
What about?
You and I, you know how sometimes you spend time with people and things.
Take your time. What is it?
I was thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. A girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously.
So I'm getting a hint, like a girl you knew, or a girl you knew.
What? Oh, you mean were we rutting? Oh, aye. After Bronco left for the deep roads. Name's Felsi. She was a fiery one. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down, see how she's been living.
Do you know where to find her?
I tried to look her up the last time we were at Lake Calenhad. She wasn't at work at the inn. At home with her sick mother, they said. I figured it was just the ancestors telling me something, but I keep thinking about her.
We can go back.
Well, and a good friend you are, Warden. I'll think about you if we ever... no, actually, that would be gross.
Yeah, that would be gross.
What was it you wanted to say?
Actually, never mind.
Aye, alright then.
I don't know why he took off his helmet then. Okay, so since I have skyrocketed Ogren's friendship points, I instantly got his quest. So, what is his affinity? It's not even that high, but I have to remember I gave him all the alcohol that I had on me when he first joined the party. Oh wow, I'm like one step from what is this? Small dark spawn shit, what the heck? Alright, ignoring that. I gave him all the alcohol in my inventory when he first joined, so that kind of just bumped him, into the more friendship zone. But I didn't think that he would instantly give me his quest. At all. I didn't think that would happen at all. Okay. So, alright. We have another companion quest. We also still have Flummus Gwynwar to deal with. So there's that. We're gonna have to do another quest episode at this rate, because there's a ton of quests. There's so much to do, but we're also getting to the end of the game.
Impressive work, Warden. King Haramont's impending coronation has been entered into the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
Wait,
your presence has been recorded in the memories. I wish you well.
Sorry that you have to jot those down twice. Shale.
Shale of House Kadash. Is that who I once was? I find this difficult to believe.
I don't find it difficult to believe at all.
Then I envy its imagination. If I was this Shale of House Kadash, as Caridin said, there must be some evidence of my existence remaining. I must find it.
Perhaps there are records in Orzammar?
There is another way. What Caridin said, it has allowed me to remember one thing. I believe I know where Kadash Taig is.
Oh, Kadash Taig. Alright. We can go there if you like.
Its offer is appreciated. I will mark the location on its map. If we can journey there soon, I am most curious as to what we will find.
Okay, and that sparks a golem's memories. I wanted to... I don't know if having the tracings in our inventory and then talking to Shale jumpstarts this quest, but either way, I think you should probably, just to be on the safe side, talk to her first before giving the tracings to this shaper. Right now...
Impressive work, Warden. King Haramont's impending coronation has been entered into the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
Yes, I have some tracings you might be interested in.
What's this? A list of names. Most of these clans no longer even exist. Is this authentic?
You bet your hairy arson is. Taken from a tablet in Caridin's fortress, no less.
Then is it true? The rumors of Caridin's so-called volunteers? Extraordinary! I would love to make a copy of this. The Shaperate has never had much information on Caridin and his golems, much less proof of this magnitude. Warden, I hope this artifact from our archives will suffice as a reward. I must inform the Shaperate at once.
Okay, he said artifact. But okay, yes. That is done. This is shining. It is no longer shining. Okay, so I think basically we're done. We're free. It's saving. Let me deal with this level up. Alright, so that is that. We've crowned a king. We have Ogren at our party. We still have Shale. Paramount is going to be king. The town criers are gone. Sweet silence. Unless the one over there is still around.
News of the hour. Supporters of disgraced Lord Balin take to the streets. Pandemonium increases by 10%.
My gosh. Wait, is he like a Haremont crier or... No, he's just the Orzammar crier. Okay, so both of the criers are actually gone. And now we just have one. Not a total win, but you know, it's the small things. Yes, but we are done in Orzammar, so we can move forward. Next up, there's still a lot that we need to do. We have personal quests now. Now we have 3 personal quests to do. Okay, it counts as downloadable content, but it still actually is a companion quest. Because Shale is part of the DLC, the Stone Prisoner, but visit Kadash Taig, traveling in the deep roads, has jolted Shale's memories of Kadash Taig. The golem believes that visiting her former Taig may unlock further memories. Alright, so we can do that. We still have things to do in the deep roads. I want to get the shade. Where is it? I don't even know if it's actually marked. No, it is not. Putting on all of the Legion of the Dead armor and activating that relic in Balinammer. I want to get that finished as well before we leave. So our next episode, we'll probably handle both of those. So, let me know, who did you side with? Did you have a reason for siding with them? Did you just side with them because, you know, for the heck of it? Did you want golems to fight at your side? Let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, until next time.